Hi everyone, it's Helen and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is well today. I am working on my glue book, my own magazine, what would you call it, collage book. I guess it depends on who you talk to because people call it different things. I'll do a flip of this book when I'm done, when I'm entirely done, but for today I'm going to be working on a page. When I have extras, when I'm working on other projects and I have extra paint, extra medium, whether it's like modeling paste, colored modeling paste, ink, if I'm stamping, then I add it to other projects. For instance, this page was leftover that I had, leftover black paint, so I just covered it over the magazine page. Or here's some extra paint and stamping. So usually I have a bunch of open books everywhere. This is a translation book. Hopefully there's no swear words on here. This is actually translating, I think, from Russian to Dutch, and I don't know either language, so that could be a problem. But I might use it for collage another time. And this image, I just stuck him on there using double-sided tape. It's a thick paper from National Geographic, I think. So glue doesn't seem to really work on, doesn't adhere very well with a thick paper on acrylic paint. I did some stenciling with white over top of this. I like the black background on the magazine because it seems to be like a canvas and it makes the images that you put on seem to pop. I've done burgundy one when I had extra burgundy paint, or what color would this be? Like a red. Right, so I stuck him on. What I'm going to work on today is actually a page. Canada Day was last week, so it was July 1st, and we were celebrating 150 years of Confederation. So, and I really like this image. I don't think he's necessarily Canadian. He's an elephant seal, but I have a bunch of other images that I've cut out. There's been so many celebrations, so a lot of the advertisements in magazines, for example, they all have something to do with celebrating Canada's birthday. And so I thought if I put these on here, it'd be like he's shouting it out. So that's cute. True North, Strong and Free, that's part of our national anthem, and this, Our Home and Native Land, is also part of our national anthem. And I have some napkin pieces that I'm gonna put on here. I'll probably use Mod Podge or probably matte medium to adhere them onto the acrylic. The one thing is I had to take the backing off, just if you have never used napkins in your journaling, you have to pull them apart. They come in layers, and this is a bad example because one of the layers doesn't seem to come off very easily. That was a nightmare. So I just pulled pieces that I could get that off. The reason is if you use matte medium or Mod Podge to adhere that to your paper, if you have more than one layer, then the top layer kind of bubbles and it doesn't stick very well. So that's why you'd want to take all the layers. That was a hard lesson. That's why you'd want to take the other layers apart to do that. And Mott's Clamato Caesar, which is yummy. You add vodka. Not that I drink very often, but it's very good. And some stickers. So I'm going to glue this down because this is no great feat to glue this down. And I'll come back. While I'm waiting for my page to dry, and I'll probably take a heat gun to it, but I have extra pieces that just show a different example of what you can do. So I had extra matte medium from when I was gluing in my glue book. So on this one, I'm just going to add onto this little journal, because I had extra matte medium and I had ripped up some extra napkins, so I can just glue them here, and then it's a start to this page, part of a background. I thought I'd come and show you quickly what I do with leftovers as I'm working on them, and this would be one of the ones that would remain open somewhere drying. Plaid one, I don't even know if that's really necessarily for Canada, but it's okay. Need another one here. So I'll just let this one dry to the side, and I will go back to my glue book. So there, and there's a start as a background to my journal page. I'll do a flip of this one too. I'm almost done, but I will do a flip of this one when it is complete. I think I've only got a few more pages to work on. I still have more matte medium. So I have a bunch of those index cards I showed earlier, so I'm just gonna do some more. Just get one background on these index cards. I don't know what I'll use them for. Maybe they'll turn into ATCs, the artist trading cards. Cut them down to 2.5 by 3.5. They could end up like that, but see, you don't have to waste things that you start. And I think that's why I have so many projects on the go, because of this. But they will be, I need one more of these Canadian flag ones, or the maples. Not Canadian flags, the maple leaves, which is on our flag. I think that's good. Maybe one more. Have to flatten that out though. I'll bend it the other way once it's dry. That's good. So yeah, you don't have to wipe things up. You don't necessarily have to clean everything, because you can always use it on something else. And who knows what this will turn out to be one day. It will be a surprise. It's a surprise. I think this one will just be white and red. So yeah, that's another idea that you can to use your scraps. Something else that I've also started a while back was this journal, and I've turned it into a napkin journal. And these napkins are, every time I get a new package or I'm using napkins for something else, then I will stick one in here, and it becomes the beginning of a background. So yeah, these are going to be, this is my napkin journal. So I have extra matte medium that I have out, and these napkins, so I'm going to make another page. And one thing that you might want to keep in mind, in order to keep, like this I won't be able to fill up entirely because it's going to be way too thick. But when you're working in these, when you're doing mixed media and adding layers, it's always recommended to start from, not to just go page to page, because it'll mess up your binding in the back. It'll end up being all crooked. So pick pages from the front, the back, the middle, and that way your book will stay flatter. Yeah, so I thought I'd share that. So I'm just gonna start gluing this, and what I do is I'll often use a credit card. I don't know if I have any out here, so this will work. Actually, yeah, this will work. And I will push it down like this with the matte medium to try and get some of the matte medium off. I put it on the paper first, then on the napkin. Here, maybe I'll just add this here. I think I'd want this one on the bottom, like this. And it's about center. I'm going to put some wax paper underneath both. I'll be right back. So here's what I do. I'll take some matte medium and wipe it on here. Next, I'll add the tissue paper. I'm just going to do it one side at a time, and it's okay if it goes over the edge because I can cut that off once it's dry. Add some matte medium on top. You're going to get some wrinkles. That's okay. And just take it very lightly so that I don't rip. I've got some extra matte medium. I'll just put it on the other side. So I don't rip the paper. You just do it very lightly. So that's what you can do with your extra pieces. Here's another idea. And I'm back. So this is my finished glue book, collage book page. Canada's birthday. Maple syrup, of course, from Quebec. I outlined some of these maple leaves. I just wrecked this one. I don't even know what that looks like. Some elk and buffalo. I use washi tape. I love washi tape on these. Some stickers. So you can use whatever you have. I used some Posca paint pans to make these little dots, and that's it. So I hope you like it, and I hope I gave you some ideas what else to use your leftovers for when you're working on a particular project. And thank you for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.